Welcome to this warming wake-up flow. Good morning. All you need is your yoga mat and something nice and comfy. You may want to prop yourself up though. If it feels more comfortable, just getting kind of into your movement at this portion of your day, then please grab a cushion or a few and sit on your mat. You can face the long side like me or face the front of your mat and choose a comfortable seated position like a cross-legged position. As you get settled, just take a moment to kind of come into your body. Close your eyes. Maybe place a hand on your belly and on your chest so you can feel the movement of your breath. Take a deep breath in. Allow your belly to expand as the air moves downwards through the lungs. And exhale out. Press the air out just a little bit more than you would if you were breathing naturally. Feel the engagement of those muscles just ever so slightly switching on. Inhale again. Nice and slowly, take your time. Maybe even imagining your ribs expanding, your lungs filling up with air, all of the areas through the lungs, and exhale out again. One more deep breath in, nice and slow. Through the nose as much as possible, always. Filling up, and exhale, empty back out. With a gentle little push out at the end. Good, and release your hands if they're on your belly and chest. Slowly open your eyes. Take your right hand over to the side, reach the left arm up. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lean over to the right, bending that right elbow, supporting yourself with that hand, but keeping it nice and active, reaching through that the left fingertips. Breathe in here again, and really breathe into the left side of the body. And as you exhale, gently come back up, lower the left hand down to the left, reach the right arm up, take an inhale here. Exhale, lean gently over to the left. Really reach long through the right arm, take an inhale and breathe into the right side of the body. And as you exhale, come back up. Lower the right hand down, reach the left arm up. Once again, inhale. Exhale over to the right. This time we'll stay here and just breathe naturally at a normal rhythm, but look up towards the ceiling with your head and then gently look down. Two more like that. Just inhale, exhale, look up, look down. Just move at a pace that feels right for you. Just breathing into the left side of the body mostly. Good, and then if it feels all right, we'll just add in our shoulders to that twist. So imagine you're opening your chest up towards the ceiling as well as you look up. And close the chest down towards the floor as you look down. Two more like that. Here it will probably feel really nice to inhale as you go up. And exhale as you go down. Inhale up. And exhale, chest to the floor. Good, lower your left hand down, out to the left side as well, but in front of you, if that makes sense. Pick up your right hand and cross the right arm over the left. Press down gently, press down through the feet, just keep everything a little bit active. Pick up the left hand and take it over to the left side. Sweep your right arm up as you take that side bend. Same as before, 3 times, just breathe gently and take the head up and down, up and down. Last one, up and down. Now we'll add in the shoulders. Inhale as you reach the chest towards the ceiling. Exhale as you take it to the floor. 2 more like that. Just feeling that breath expand through your body. Good. Once your chest is down towards the floor, lower the right hand down, out to the side. Pick up the left hand, cross it over on top of the right. Moving nice and slowly, pick up the right hand, take it over to the left. This time, take that left arm, sweep it up and around back behind you. Lower it down back behind you and then reach the right arm up. Squeeze that left shoulder blade midline, so towards your spine. And gently pull the elbow as well towards your spine. Pull the shoulder back. Breathe into the space you're creating along the front right side of the body. Good. Sweep the right arm forward and around back behind you, the left arm windmilling to go into that little side stretch on the other side. So left shoulder, allow that to reach up, but the right shoulder is going to press down and pull the elbow inwards. And breathe through the left side of the body. Good. Exhale. Sweep that left arm down, come back through center and just crawl your hands forward. Inhale here. Exhale. Maybe add a little roundness through your spine. Walk your hands back as you sit up. Inhale, reach the arms out wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. Exhale, round. Reach the arms forward, lower the fingertips down. Inhale, think about arching through the spine, lift the head up. Lift the eyeballs up as well, and then exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin into the chest, and allow yourself to come back up, rolling up. Good, one more time. Open the arms up. Inhale, look up. As you exhale, maybe look down with the eyes, reach the arms forward, round through the spine, lower the hands down, walk them forward. Inhale, open up through the chest, look up with the eyes. Exhale, round with the spine as you walk the hands back and roll yourself back up to your seated position. Now, if you're facing the short side of your mat, stay where you are. Otherwise, just spin around to face the short side and extend your legs out straight or just kind of towards straight. Maybe shake out through the knees. Get a little bit of movement going. Circle out through the ankles. Maybe roll out through the shoulders as well. Bend your right knee. Place the right foot flat next to the left knee. Take the left arm back behind you. Lower the elbow down. Now you can stay here. If you're like, this is enough, I'm good here. Or sweep that right arm up, press through the left shoulder, press through the right foot just to lift the hips and give those glutes a little squeeze there. Lower the hips back down. Everybody come up, spin around to the right. Breathe in this twist as you spin all the way around, looking around over your right shoulder. Good. On your next exhale, spin back around. Lower that left elbow back behind you. Option to stay here or lift those hips up. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Really press out through the left shoulder. Rise back up and spin around. Same as before. Breathing here. Good. Last time. Exhale it all the way around. Lower that left elbow down. Press out through the left shoulder. The right foot presses down as the hips lift up and you squeeze that tush. Lower everything back down. Rise back up to center. Lean back just enough. See if you can lift up both legs. Straighten the right leg and bend the left. Switch it over again and switch again. Keep switching a few more times. Breathing. Keeping that spine long. Maybe draw your chin back a little bit as well, just to get a little bit more activation. Good. We're going to finish with the left knee bent, the right leg straight. Lower everything back down. Bring the right elbow back behind you. Stay here or press out through that right shoulder. Press through the left. Sweep the left arm back. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Breathe. As you lower the hips down, rise back up and twist around to the left. You can hug that knee. You can twist deeper, whatever feels good for you. Just make sure you get your eyes involved as well. So look really far over to the left side of your eye sockets as you twist here. Next exhale, unravel. Spin all the way back around to lower the right elbow back down. Lift the hips up if you wish. Squeeze those glutes. Lower it back down. Twist around through center all the way around looking over that left shoulder. Good. One more time. Right elbow down, hips go up, or you just stay there, lower the hips down, and spin around for another twist. Maybe even think about like you're breathing here, breathing into those, all of the areas of the lungs that you can get to in this twist. Come back through center, lean back just enough that you can lift those legs up, straighten the left knee, bend the right, and switch it. A few more like this. I'm not really counting. Who needs counting this early in the morning? Just getting everything kind of warmed up. You don't have to have completely straight legs either. If it feels better for you just to keep those legs kind of bent. We're going to finish with both knees bent, both feet on the floor. Scooch forward if you need to. Hold onto your knees to roll back onto your back and straighten the legs, or bring them towards straight with the tops of the feet reaching up towards the ceiling. Allow your hands just to rest down by your sides. Look at those toes, and can you spread your toes as wide as possible without using your fingers, obviously. And then point your little toe up towards the ceiling without moving the other four. Then the toe that's next to it, can you point that one up towards the ceiling and not move the others? If you can, let me know, because you are a toe dance badass. Just imagining it, maybe, with the intention, moving up the toes, so the middle toe now. Maybe one day we can be coordinated enough to actually do this, but the intention is there. And then the four little toes all pointing up with just the big toe sticking out there. And finally, all toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Really point those toes. Keeps a little bit of movement in there if you need to, if you're kind of cramping up. And then we're going to unravel. Can you do the little toe? Then kind of wave your toes one at a time back towards the kind of flexed position of the foot. It really doesn't matter what you're doing, just kind of getting the toes working, the feet working, and now we can just circle out through the ankles as well to get a little bit of juice in there. Lovely. Alrighty, bend your knees. Bring your knees so that they stack over your hips, and maybe just have a little glance and see if you can bring your shins more or less parallel to your mat. Have your hands down by your side where they were before, and can you just press your low back into the mat? And hold this, or if you want a little bit more, you can do the same kind of thing with your arms. So mimicking the arm position by bringing the elbows over the shoulders and the forearms parallel to the mat as well. Whew. And breathe and hold. Good. Relax everything down and place your feet down on your mat with the knees pointing up. And again, just tilt your pelvis so that the low back is pressing down into the mat. I told you this is a warming wake-up flow, so we're getting warm, right? Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up. Without going into a back bend, just really squeezing the glutes. Good. Just lower it back down, just like that. Bring the feet a little bit closer towards each other. Can you now just point that right heel up towards the ceiling again? Press the low back into the mat. Then can you lift the hips? Lower them down. Switch your legs. Nice and quick, nothing too intense. Press the low back down, then lift the hips. Lower it down. Good. All right, we're going to do another round of that. We're going to add our eyeballs in now. So keeping your head neutral, just look up. So you're kind of looking up towards the wall that's behind you or whatever. Again, set the pelvis, press the low back into the mat, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up. Now, shift your weight into that left foot. Can you pick the right foot up and maybe reach that right heel up towards the ceiling? Take your eyes still up, but over to the left. So up and left with the eyes. Good. Lower the right foot back down onto the mat. Bring your eyes back to center, still looking up though. Then shift your weight over to the right foot, lift the left leg up, and take your eyeballs over to the right. See if this just makes any difference in this position. Lower the left foot down, keep your eyes just up but neutral. And same as before, as you lift the right leg, take your eyes over, up, and to the left. Good. Lower the right foot down, keep your eyes center but up, and then shift them over to the right as you lift the left leg up. Hopefully you find that with your eyes helping you, it becomes a little bit easier. So back through center, left foot comes down, then lower the hips down. Hug your knees into your chest. Just kind of wiggle around, roll around there. And take the soles of the feet together to let the knees go wide. And maybe if you can, hold on to your feet, or if you need to, just hold on to your knees or your shins or whatever. Can you kind of roll up like this with the soles of your feet together, more or less, and roll all the way up to a Baddha Konasana. Lengthen up nice and long. Position your feet as far away from your hips as you need them to be so that you can sit up nice and tall. Take an inhale. With your right hand kind of clasping onto anything that works, reach the left arm up and behind you. Catch sight of that left thumb. Make sure you can see it with both eyes. We're just going to hold our gaze on that left thumb, reaching that left arm away from us, kind of stretching really nice and long through that arm. Close your eyes now. Take an inhale. As you exhale, open your eyes and look back over towards that left thumb. Good. Close them. Inhale. Exhale, open your eyes, look over to the left thumb. One more time. Close your eyes, take an inhale. Exhale, open your eyes and look over to that thumb. Can you follow your thumb as you bring your hand all the way back to meet the right hand? Then same as before. Right arm goes back. Grab hold of that thumb with your gaze. Extend the arm a little bit further away from you. See if you could just find a little bit more length through that arm. Fingers spread wide, not too much, but just enough that there's kind of something happening. Then close your eyes, open them, and look over to find that thumb. Inhale, close your eyes. Exhale, look over and find that thumb. Good. One more time, close your eyes and take an inhale. Exhale, open your eyes and find that thumb. Then follow as you nice and slowly bring the hand to meet the left. A little bit of eye work for you there. Pull the knees up and again hold on to them to roll yourself down onto your back and extend your legs out straight. Reach both arms overhead and can you roll over onto your right side now. Bring your right hand in front of you to prop you up. Let your head rest on the left arm though. Now just to let you know, in order to stay balanced here, you might want to just ever so slightly lean forward into that right arm so that it can support you. So can you bend the right knee and bring it towards your chest and then take it back behind you. Try not to go into a back bend here though. Try and make it all about what the hips are doing and the glutes. Right knee forward towards the chest and then take it back. Just going into hip extension here and then forward and back. Good, forward, and you can repeat that, or if you want, you can add in some little circles, kind of bringing the knee up and around, going in a big circle. If you're circling, we'll do one more like that, in whatever direction you want, and then we're just going to switch that direction. So make this really controlled, using no momentum, so moving slowly so that you're in control the whole time. It could be easy to do this more quickly with momentum. We're not going to do that. All right, so pause here now. With the left knee bent, can you just pick it straight up away from the right knee and then lower it down? You can do this with the leg straight or bent, just lifting that leg up and down. That's 2. We got 3 more. 3, 2, 1, you should be feeling a nice burning right there at the top of the hip. Now roll over a little bit more towards onto your chest. So into that right arm. So we're just not quite on our belly, kind of propping ourselves up. Flex the foot, lift that right heel up towards the ceiling, lower it down. That's 1, we got 4 more. Lift it up and lower. Good. 3, 2, 1. Once you've done those, roll back over onto your side. 5 more here on the side. 5, 4, 3, 2. How hard is it? We're just lying on the floor. 1. Roll over onto your belly. Heel goes up towards the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time on your side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And on your belly. 5. This is setting up your glutes nice for the day. 3, 2, 1. Good. Roll back over onto your side and bring the left knee forward, lower it down. Reach the right arm over towards the right side as you roll over. Take a twist here. Now, I know we just worked our glutes, so maybe you just want to chill out here. What you can add in is I want you to press the back of your right arm, maybe bent in a cactus shape, into the mat, and at the same time, keeping your right knee down, can you lift the left ankle up and just hold? So press that right elbow, the right wrist into the floor, simultaneously lift that left ankle up. Try and make sure that the left arm's not doing too much work here. Good. And you can always just try it out and then be like, never mind, I'm going back to the more passive twist. All right, relax if you're working it and just keep rolling over onto your back. Give that right leg a little squeeze. And we're just gonna switch it around into the other side. So straighten that right leg, reach both arms overhead, roll over onto your right side. Take the left hand to support you. Get comfortable here. Maybe remember, lean a little bit of weight forward into that left hand, then pull the left knee into your chest and take it back. Everybody do this with me 3 times here. Maybe you inhale as you take the leg back and exhale as you take it forward, but maybe you just find that you don't need to regulate your breathing so much here and it's just kind of going at the pace that you need it to. And if you want to add some circles in, you can do a few big circles with the knee. Remember though, moving nice and slow with control. Circle around in the other direction. Just paying attention to how you feel. That's what it's all about. Good. Finish with that right knee hovering just above the left. And we're going to lift it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over about 75% towards your belly and then lift that left foot and heel up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Good. 2 more each side. On your side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And over to your belly. Heel to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. 5 on the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. And on your belly. You guys know I can make this so much harder for you, right? So if you're complaining, you got it easy. 2, 1. Good. Roll back over onto your side. Bring the left knee forward. Let it relax down on the mat as you roll with the shoulders reaching the left arm over towards the left. Same as before, you can kind of just stay here. But cactus that left arm if you want to add in. Press the forearm, the left forearm into the mat. Simultaneously lift the left ankle up as the knee stays down. No worries if all of these various body parts aren't actually touching the floor. I can't do it on this side, so I'm with you. It's just about kind of like that intention, you know? It's kind of like with our toes. What we did with our toes, it's just about the intention. All right, if you're working, just relax and roll back onto your back. Hug the left knee into your chest. Give it a little love if that feels good. Hug the right knee into your chest as well. And holding onto those knees, just get a little bit of a roll going. To come up, could you stand all the way up into a forward fold? Keep the knees bent. In fact, make sure that they are nicely bent so you can plant the hands down. And make sure that the hands are activated. So press down through those hands. All right, walk the feet back. into a nice and easy downward facing dog, and then just walk the feet forward again. Good, inhale as you walk back. Exhale as you walk forward. Good, one more time. Inhale as you walk back. And exhale as you walk forward. Finish with your feet hip width distance. Shift your weight back into your feet. Nice bend in the knees. Just roll yourself up to stand. When you are upright, reach the arms straight up overhead. Squeeze through the glutes gently as you reach the arms up. Look up towards those fingertips. Then round and bend through the knees to roll back down into your forward fold. 2 more like that. Nice and slow. Roll up to stand. Inhale as you reach the arms high. Squeeze that tushy. Exhale. Just fold back down. Maybe you want to pedal through the knees, through the feet, whatever feels good for you. Just move nice and fluidly. Maybe you come up onto your tiptoes this time in your standing forward fold. Good. Fold all the way back down. Plant your hands flat, walk the feet back to your downward facing dog, knees still bent, pedal it out. We're gonna stay nice and fluid in our movements here. So you've been still long enough lying in bed. You're probably gonna be still as you go and sit down at the desk or whatever you've got ahead of you. So this is the time to move. No need to be too static here. Now rock your shoulders forward and lower the knees down. Can you pick your heels up though, your toes up off the mat, and really squeeze through the hips to straighten out through the hips. Press your chest forward as you squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. So we are going into a back bend, but I want you to think about it more through the shoulders and the hips. So really squeezing the glutes and squeezing through the backs of the shoulders. Then crunch through the abdominals to press everything back. Your toes come down. Lift the knees up into your downward facing dog. Good. Rock the shoulders forward, lower the knees down, pick the feet up, squeeze through the glutes, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Maybe look up towards your eyebrows, in this very gentle back bend. Then press it all back till the toes come down. Lift the knees up through that downward facing dog one more time. Lower the knees down, pick the feet up, squeeze the glutes, open through the chest, look up, press the hips back, lower the feet down, lift the knees up, downward facing dog. Good. Step the feet together and keep the knees bent, but just lift that right leg up. Knee is bent. Can you open up through the hips? So lift that right knee higher towards the ceiling and then close your hips like you're trying to get the right hip bone down towards the mat. Open it up. So nice and gentle here. And close. And open. Good. Close the hips back again. Bring that right knee to the chest. Rock the shoulders forward. Keep that right knee really pulling up towards the chest. Pull the right heel towards the butt and hold here. Just pull yourself a little bit smaller, good, and then lower that right foot down. Shift your weight into your feet, come up light onto the fingertips, squeeze the legs together. Squeeze your glutes, find strength and stability through the upper body as you rise up. Reach the arms up, squeeze that left glute, pull the feet towards each other without moving them on the mat, and then push the feet away from each other. Pull them towards each other. Push them away from each other. Good, one more time, pull them towards each other. And final warrior 2, spinning everything around to the outside, but same as before. Can you pull your feet towards each other and then push them away? So nobody can see what's happening, but you can feel it in your body. Push them away, pull them forward, push them away. Good, straighten that right knee and pull the right toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe this is good for you, but if it's comfortable, maybe put a little bit of a bend in that left knee. Keep that right leg active, so not just flopping around there. And you can stay here, or if it feels comfortable, maybe lower your fingertips down. We're just gonna kind of wiggle around here, kind of getting into that right inner thigh. And wherever your arms are, we're just gonna kind of let everything follow over towards the front of the mat, lowering the right foot down, spinning the left foot to bring the left toes up towards the ceiling. So chest is low. It can be high though, if you like. We're gonna wiggle around here. Remember, this is just about moving, staying moving. Static postures, that's for later, that's for elsewhere in life. Good. Back through center. Take it all the way back again to where we started, and lower that right foot flat as you bend into the knee. Come back into your warrior two. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the right forearm to the knee or down to the floor, whatever works for you, and extend the left arm forward over the front of the mat. Squeeze gently through the glutes. Open that chest up a little more towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale into the left side of the body. As you exhale, look down towards your mat, lower the left hand down, spin the left heel up and reach the right arm up. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the left knee down, lower the right hand to the outside of the right foot, lift the left knee up if you need to, or you can keep it down, whatever works for you, just to bring the both legs to the back of the mat. Tuck the toes under, back into your downward facing dog. Bring the feet towards each other. So close in, and then nice bend through the knees, keeping it gentle. Lift the left leg up. Knees can be bent. You can also straighten the knees by all means, but I just want to go gentle on you guys. So open the hips up and then close them down. Move nice and slowly. Open it up and close. Good. Opening. Breathing as you close the hips, more or less parallel to the mat. Bring the left knee into the chest, high on the right toes. Rock the shoulders forward, and just take a moment here, really pull. See if you can get a little bit smaller. Pull that left thigh towards the chest and the left heel towards the butt. This is like the hardest thing, right? Step that left foot as far forward as you can. Get light on the fingertips as you start to bring weight into your feet. Squeeze the glutes, pull the feet towards each other. Put a little bit of activation through the upper body to rise all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Stand tall. Pull the feet towards each other. And then press them away from each other, just like before. 2 more like that. Pull them in and press them away. Pull them in and press them away. Good. Open up to your warrior two. Same as before. Press the feet away from each other like you're trying to stretch your yoga mat longer, and then try and scrunchel up your yoga mat. I'm pretty sure I just made that word up, scrunchel. Press them wide away from each other and then scrunchel up. Push them wide. Good. Straighten the left knee, pick up the left toes, start to bend into the right. Just nice and easily making your way kind of towards something. I don't even know what this would be called. Not quite like a skandasana, but just kind of find where it works for you. Wiggle around here. Just exploring, you know, saying like, well, okay, what's going on with my legs today? And then move through center to lower the left toes down, lift the right toes up. Wiggle around here again. Just notice, you know, that's what this is about. It's just, isn't that interesting? I get this emotion whenever I do this movement, or I get this sensation whenever I move this leg but not that leg. Move back over to the back leg and then rise back up to your warrior two. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower the left forearm to the knee or the hand to the mat. Reach the right arm away from the right foot. Stretch long through the right body. Breathe here. As you exhale, look down to the mat. Lower the right hand down. Pick up the right heel to spin around and reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Put a little squeeze through that right glute. Tends to dip down. Then lower the right knee down. Lower the left hand opposite of the left foot. Keep that right knee down or lift it up, whatever works for you, to step the left foot back to meet the right in a downward facing dog. Keeping moving here. Walk the feet all the way up to the front of the mat. A little bend in the knees. All the way up to stand. Reach the arms high. Look up. Squeeze the glutes. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come up halfway, find length through your spine. Bend through the knees, lower the hips down to the heels, lifting the heels up off the mat. Bring your hands behind you to lower yourself back down onto your bum. Hold onto your knees and roll onto your back. Take a moment here, maybe just hugging your knees, maybe take a happy baby or a couple of more twists. But I invite you to go ahead and close your eyes as you're moving and wiggling around and making any movements. And see if you can just use this closing off of this massive sense, this massive part of your brain, your visual system, to help the rest of your system, like your proprioceptive system, to kind of be a little bit louder and tell your conscious brain like what it wants. Just to notice if there's any other movements that you feel you would like to do, whether that's, maybe you're in the mood now for a deep back bend, or you want to do an inversion, or maybe you're ready to just get going. But do take a moment to rest in a little shavasana, even though you'll probably be jumping off your mat to go forth into your day and do all these great things. It's so important that we do take a moment to rest, even if it's very brief. So when you're ready, bring yourself into a relaxed position. Maybe you want to sit up. Maybe you want to stand up. You don't have to lie flat on your back. Focus once again on that breath, just the natural inhale and exhale. See if you can pay even closer attention to the excursion of each inhale, and what happens along your body, all through the body with that inhale and then with the exhale. And before we get going, before you move into your day, I invite you to take a moment just to set yourself 3, 2, maybe just 1 intention for your day. Not a to-do list. I'm not talking about the things that you need to do for your boss or for your family. I'm talking about what will you do for you to make this day the best you can make it. Perhaps it's simple as taking a few mindful breaths every once in a while, every time you remember, putting a smile on your face, being grateful for all the amazing things that you've got in your life. Maybe even visualize yourself being the person that you want to be, the person you know you are deep down underneath the stress and the anxiety that maybe sometimes makes you a little bit short and callous and whatever ways stress might manifest for you. And I invite you to stay there for as long as you've got, as long as you feel you're benefiting from it, and maybe even a little bit longer. Sometimes we let discomfort, the discomfort of sitting still and not doing anything, sort of chase us out of a situation. See if instead of being chased out of that shavasana, that restful position, you can choose when you leave it. I thank you for joining me. Have an amazing day. You are an incredible human being.